Yo, what's up guys? Today we are going to be talking about my Fortnite journey throughout the years. It's been about 5 years since I started playing Fortnite, and we're going to be talking about that today, from where I started to where I am now. But before we get into that video and start talking about that, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button down below so you don't miss any of my uploads. But let's get into it, guys. It all started on Christmas of 2018 when my brother got an Xbox with Fortnite pre-installed. And before this, we had never played Fortnite before since I was a lot younger, and my dad was sort of skeptical about letting us play. He thought that it was like COD or something with a lot of curses and blood, but luckily my uncle who played Fortnite was there, and he told my dad that it was a good game and not inappropriate like he thought. So later that night, we hooked up the Xbox and my brother started off since it was his, and I was so excited to play while I was waiting. And then when I did, when I say I was instantly addicted and in love with this game, trust me, I mean it, guys. But there was only one problem with this. It was my brother's Xbox and I didn't have one, so luckily my mom let me use my old iPhone 6 and she made an account for me on that. And it was an iPhone 6 hand-me-down, so I became like 30 FPS. But it was still fun to play on. So me and my brother started playing so much for the rest of Christmas break. And even though school started again, we continued playing. Then Season 8 happened, and we got about 5 o'clock to play. And that season was my first Battle Pass. And I got like almost all the skins, I think. I got to like at level 100 or something. And it was sick. I got all the skins. I had so much fun with all the new weapons. And that's the first time I tried creative, but I didn't play much. I tried like one round and then I just made my own game. I didn't play any of these special games. And I didn't have a mic, so I would have to either talk to my friends on my house phone or go to their house in real life. And I didn't understand the game much the first season, so obviously playing, I wasn't all that good. I was just having fun. But then my birthday happened and I got a Nintendo Switch, and I immediately was a lot better because the controls were a lot more comparable to an Xbox, which I played games on like Madden, Skylanders, and a ton of other games. And I still wasn't that good. I was getting 1 to 2 kills on a match, maybe 3 if I got lucky, and that's in squads. In solos I would get 1 kill max. Then Season 9 happened and me and Nick were both in different rooms and opposite sides of our house, and we were yelling at each other, and we were yelling at each other so much that my dad had enough, so he took our devices and he deleted Fortnite, and it was gone. No black hole event, no chapter 2 season 1. But then in March of 2020, COVID happened, and about a week in, my mom told us about this thing called Google Hangouts. And it was basically an app made by Google to talk to people for meetings and stuff like that, but kind of like Zoom, but we could text on it so we could communicate with that. And after we were using that for about 2 to 3 weeks into quarantine, our friends were all playing Fortnite together a lot, and they were telling us to see if we could play again. And eventually our dad said yes after about a week of asking him. So we started playing a lot, and it was a whole different game from when I played in Season 9. But I still loved playing it, so I kept playing, and I started getting actually pretty good, getting 3 to 4 kills a match on average in squads. If playing in a squad, but in solos around 2 average. And at this time I was playing on Switch and mobile, getting better on Switch, but playing on mobile if I was out somewhere. Although I had a so-called gaming setup at my house, which was just a little area in my hallway with my Chromebook, my Switch, my phone, a blanket on the ground, and a broken gumball machine. At this time, since it was quarantine, I got bored and I made a couple YouTube channels. One of them I just fooled around on, and the other one I would show my whole body and live stream and sometimes show the gameplay on my Switch. Then in Chapter 2, Season 3, Fortnite got banned on mobile, which obviously wasn't the best because that means I could only really play at home because I didn't have like cell service or anything on my Switch, and it was too big to bring. You couldn't be in public with the Switch really. So I was left playing on Switch, I didn't love season 3 because, come on, it was like water and stuff, and there was too many things. I still wasn't good, so it was hard to play. And I played it sometimes, like maybe 5 times a week, which is a lot. But think about it, it was the summertime. It was like the summertime at the beginning of the school year. In the new season, Chapter 2, Season 4, it was the Marvel season, and it had a ton of bosses and mythics, and was so much fun to play. And I think overall, it was one of my favorite seasons. I feel like I played that season the most, just like all my other friends probably do, because we would play that thing all the time. I remember a ton of memories from that. We literally would go into Battle Lab or something, and we would build huge skyscrapers and stuff for no reason. But we would also play a ton of real matches and squads. And at this time, I did have a mic, and I was using that. I had a crappy, like $40 mic off of Amazon. It wasn't good at all, but it was still usable. Then something strange happened. Season 5 released, and Fortnite just was not fun anymore. It was my first time actually that it got so boring and repetitive, and none of my friends played, so I hardly made an effort to play anymore. I kept saying that if I got a PC, then I would play more. And Christmas was around the corner, so my dad decided to buy me a pretty good PC. And it had 8 gigs of RAM, an i5, a 1650 Super, 4 fans, without the CPU fan, and now it's obviously a lot different and better, but it's still in the same case, with the same processor and same motherboard. Everything else is pretty much different though. And yeah, since I did that, I had one account on my Switch and my phone. It got banned on phone, so I still had it on my Switch, but I didn't know the passcode since I was so young when I made it. And I forgot the passcode, so I had to make another account for my PC, which you guys obviously know I have now. And it's annoying, because still to this day, I don't know the passcode to my old one. And I had some pretty old skins, starting from Season 7 to Chapter 2, Season 4, which if you think about that now, that's old. Like, Chapter 1 is pretty old to have skins in. I get a lot of people played then, but still, to be wearing Chapter 1 skins, I wish. And if I did have the passcode, I could go on my new account or my old account whenever I want, but I don't have the passcode. But now I have my new account with skins starting from Season 5 of Chapter 2, but once what happened, I hardly even played anymore. I made a couple of videos, and since I played on keyboard and mouse, I didn't understand the game at all anymore, the controls or anything, so I would die so easily, get hardly any kills. But I did make another channel where I played a couple of Fortnite games on. But then on my birthday, I got a wired Xbox controller for my PC, and I was immediately a lot better. So I played a bit in Season 8 and 9, probably playing 3 days a week, and most likely only when friends were on, because I was still not that good, and if I played solos, I get 4 kills max. Then Chapter 3 came around, and I liked it a lot more, playing it 2 or 3 times a week. I also got a gaming laptop, an Alienware gaming laptop, which had a 3070, and at this time it was a lot better than my PC. So I kind of stopped using my PC, and it just sat in my room for a couple of months, playing on my laptop on my bed with my controller. But I was definitely getting better and better, having a lot more fun. Then with the release of Season 2, Chapter 3, again I used my laptop instead of my PC. I started playing 4 to 5 times a week, automatically loving the new mythics and bosses that you could play with or defeat. So me and my friend played a lot during the school year, and guys, it was literally me and my friend. We were the only ones on during that season. One of my friends would get on every once in a while, but I only played with one of my friends. And we had a lot of fun just playing together. But around the end, I stopped playing at all during the last month, and I started going outside more since it was like May and June that I stopped playing Fortnite. And I probably haven't used my PC in at least 3 to 4 months at this point, which I had a whole gaming setup with nice keyboard, nice mouse, nice monitor, nice PC, but I just wasn't playing anymore on that at this point, and I wasn't even playing on my laptop for about a good month. I would do schoolwork on there, but I would like maybe get on once a week if I really wanted to. And besides this, I also got an Oculus Quest 2 around May, which made me stop playing Fortnite that much too, contributed to the fact. And I love playing that, but something on the last day of school happened where I eat so much candy on the night before that I threw up in the morning. And even though I felt fine and my stomach didn't hurt, I couldn't go. So I slept for about 3 hours, watched TV, and got bored. So I decided to boot up my PC for the first time in a while, and I played super hard since I had played on my Oculus and I wanted to try it on my monitors and stuff. And I instantly fell in love with gaming again and just started to get a great joy. And trust me, when I think about this moment today, it fills me with that same joy, and I wish I could go back and actually relive that moment. And it wasn't only joy, it was just hope. I can't even describe it. It's like, felt so good. I was so happy because I was like, oh my god, I love gaming again, and this is going to be so much fun going into the summer. I'll actually have something to do. And then on the first day of summer break, me and my brother decided to make this channel, The Gaming Bros. But it wasn't originally The Gaming Bros. It wasn't originally The Gaming Bro. It was The Gaming Bros, which was me and my brother. And we were just going to be playing on this channel for fun. So we just decided to start talking about it. And we were going to do it with some other friends. But then we decided on it just to be me and him. And basically, I started playing different games, but eventually I saw the new Fortnite trailer for Season 3 and immediately played it, hyping me up even more for the rest of the summer. So on July 12th, I started the Gaming Bros. This meant that I had to start playing Fortnite, especially a lot more. And since it was the summer, I could, but I had to bring my laptop to play at my beach house, which meant more time away from my PC. But whenever I was home, I was on my PC instead of my laptop. At this time, I also got a second monitor, and I got 64 gigs of RAM for my PC, which was definitely an upgrade, which made me play on my PC a lot more too, since it was better than my laptop at this point in RAM, and it was a lot better to play on 2 monitors. At this time, I was not amazing, but I was at least getting 2 kills max in solos, and obviously now that's a lot different, but it was really fun to play, and I was playing creative a lot, and it was also the summer, so it was just a lot of fun. And then I started to make a lot of YouTube videos. As you can see, you can go back on my channel and see them, and I was progressing a lot. I was definitely at my peak then, but now obviously I'm a lot better, so I was getting a lot better and stuff. And then by the time Chapter 3 Season 4 came out, I was getting like 5 kills a game in solo matches, and I was getting like at least 8 kills max in squads, and it was a lot of fun. And I played pretty much all throughout Chapter 3 Season 4. Then Chapter 4 came out, and I loved it so much in the beginning. It was amazing to play with friends, all the new weapons, all the new places on the map. But it did get boring, and there was no new updates, or at least significant updates. There was like item updates, but that wasn't really that good. There was no map changes, storyline changes. It just wasn't that interesting. So I took about a month break after 2 weeks of January, and that made me want to play again. So I started playing again a lot more towards the end of the season. Then Chapter 4 Season 2 came out, and obviously that was like only a week ago. It was amazing when it started off, still is amazing now. I love it, and it's been an amazing journey playing Fortnite throughout the years. I will continue to play until Fortnite is eventually actually dead. No one plays it anymore and that stuff, but I love it right now, and I'm going to keep on posting, keep on playing, and especially in the summer, I'm going to be posting a lot then, so make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.